Hello there, friends. I've just got back from dropping my little girl at school, and for those of you who don't know, we actually surrendered homeschooling this year. So, just if you're thinking, hang on, wasn't Bronnie homeschooling? We were, but we're not now, and it's turned out to be a very positive decision for us both. Anyway, so I was driving to school this morning with Eleanor, and there were cane fields and the river, and it's a beautiful drive. And some mornings we listen to an audiobook, and sometimes we listen to music. So this morning we're driving along, and there was a song called Coming Up Roses, which is on the soundtrack for the movie called Begin Again, which I love. It's a movie about songwriters in New York. And Keira Knightley actually sings this song, which isn't actually relevant to the story. I'm just trying to set the scene and introduce you to some good music in the process. So we're driving along, cruising along, and cane fields are there, rivers there, happy kid in the back, happy mama in the front. And this bird flew across the windscreen, and just so close to the windscreen that it was basically I guess 1 second from death. Like if it had not got across in time, or it had come 1 second later, it would have been hit by the car, driving along at 100 k's. So it just got me thinking about the value of time. And I have written an article called 30 Seconds, which was inspired by being at my mum's place when an earthquake hit and recognizing that life can change in 30 seconds. But yesterday I was having a chat with a dear friend, and he was telling me how he almost lost control of a motorbike recently and was only 1 or 2 seconds from hitting a huge, massive gum tree and would have been dead. And then this bird thing happened this morning, and I thought, it can only take 1 or 2 seconds and you can be dead. But rather than think about 1 or 2 seconds and you can be dead, I started thinking about the power of 1 or 2 seconds in decision making. And, obviously I talk a lot about the power of conscious choice, because if you're going to create a life free of regrets, you have to bring a lot of consciousness into the choices you make. But some decisions have a lot of contemplation, take a lot of time. Others are just made quite flippantly or unconsciously in 1 or 2 seconds. So I just thought, on a positive note, rather than 1 or 2 seconds away from death, because Lord knows I've talked about death a lot over the years. But realizing the value of time is a big part of my message, and how your time is sacred and precious. But if you're working towards something, 1 or 2 seconds might actually be a massive difference. You might only take 1 or 2 seconds to make a decision to quit on something when you may have been so close, to getting your dream fulfilled, to having your heart's yearning answered, but you're at the end of your rope and you just think, I cannot keep going. But that decision that's made in only 1 or 2 seconds might actually stop that. It might be just ready to land, the dream you're wanting, the help you're needing, the situation to unfold. It honestly may be right ready to land, and that decision you make in 1 or 2 seconds just shuts the door on that and goes the opposite way, in a way your heart doesn't want. So I'd just like you to contemplate that and realize the value of time, and that you can actually change your life in 1 or 2 seconds from a decision. The decision might not be about a massive dream landing right in this moment. The decision might be about treating yourself with some kindness. That, okay, I'm going to sit down and have a cup of tea instead of pushing through today. I'm actually going to give myself some space and sit down and have a rest for half an hour, and then I'll get on with what I'm doing. Or I'm going to have the day off work today, I'm going to spend it with friends and feel a bit lifted. Or my partner and I are going to go out to dinner tonight instead of sitting in and hanging out on Netflix or whatever. It only takes 1 or 2 seconds for life-changing decisions sometimes. So on that note, I just wanted to give you some food for thought and bring you back to the power that you have in the decisions you make, and the value of time, including just 1 or 2 seconds. And just leave you with that to ponder. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and it's been beautiful to share this time with you, and hopefully we'll see each other again soon.